up, guys?
Hello, guys. What's happening, people?
Welcome to our channel.
Yes. I know we've been away for a little while. I'm sorry, but we've had things to do.
We're busy people. So basically, you're gonna get a video when you get a video.
I mean, if you subscribe, but maybe we could actually do videos more.
So without further ado, why don't you hit the subscribe button right about now?
Right there. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it.
So today's video is basically 5 signs to tell he is committed to you.
Yes, indeed.
Or wants to commit to you.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, sign number 1.
He puts a ring on it. No, I'm joking.
Sign number 1.
Yep.
He talks about the future.
Yes,
with you.
yes. So, I mean, it's a natural thing to talk about the future. If you're interested in something, you will think and also talk about the future. If you've got a job, just for as an example, if you've got a job where you see yourself there in the long run, you will talk about the future prospect, and so on and so forth.
Exactly. So regards to a relationship, if you're with someone and they never mention the future with you, they never, say, okay, maybe this time next year, I see us doing this, or in 5 years' time, I see us starting a family, or, he never really brings up the future, or she never really brings up the future, then you kind of have a sign that maybe this person doesn't see themselves with you long term. Also, when someone talks about the future, it's basically sort of prompting the other person to know that it's a serious relationship. If it's just a casual relationship, we're just dating for the sake of dating, then that conversation will never come up.
It depends also, because some people would think, talking about the future is discussing how many kids you plan to have, where you decide to live, and so on and so forth, and that's also an aspect of it as well.
Yeah, but that's going to take time to get to. It's not going to happen in the first month or 2 months of being in a relationship.
But it could equally be as very soon as perhaps in the next 5 months, in the next year or so. You can discuss, decent places that you'd like to go. In her case, you told me, you know what, I'd like to go to where was it, an art gallery or something like that.
Which I still haven't been.
You told me at a very, very early stage. You're such an idiot. Anyways, she told me she'd like to go to an art gallery. And, it's things like that. It could be so small as that you talk about. And, it gives the assurance, okay, you know what, we do have a future. I want to be with this person in the future. I look forward to going out with you, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Number 2 is
always an us instead of an I.
Exactly. And it's a sense of selflessness from both parties.
And support.
Exactly. But this time we're talking about a guy.
Things like, so what are we going to do? Or where should we go? Or
contributing to what do we have for dinner conversation.
I think also it's a thing of support as well, and by that I mean if you remember at the beginning, not even the beginning, throughout the relationship, so as long as I can remember, when I was done from uni and I was working, it was a thing of I would work on a Saturday, and Corey, I hated getting the bus. I just hated getting the bus. It's just forever.
Yeah, she's been bougie like that.
So Corey was driving. He had a work car, company car, and
it's not easy. It's not easy.
So he didn't have to work on a Saturday, whereas I did, and of course, he would actually take his time to wake up early and to drive me to work, and also to pick me up from work. So imagine, he didn't have to do that, but he decided to do that, and that just shows that he was committed to making life easier for me. And it wasn't a sense of, okay, it's your job, so you find a way to go to your job. It was a sense of, though it's your job and it's your position, because I see myself with you in the future, because this money that you're bringing in will help us out in the long run, let me actually help you to make life a little bit easier for you. That's an example.
That's a decent example. Number 3.
He claims you. He claims you, You're girl. Mine.
You're loyal.
He claims you, boy.
You're faithful. Take this. Give this to your mama. Build your mama a house. Buy yourself a house.
Okay. Yeah, so he claims you. And by that, we mean, or she claims you. Sorry, I don't want it to be one-sided.
It is one-sided because we're talking about these brothers out there.
So everything we say regarding a guy, please see it for the girl as well, not just the guy.
Exactly.
But yeah, so he claims you, and by that we mean, okay, so this is not going to happen immediately. However, as time goes on, you are introduced to his friends, you are introduced to his family, his work colleagues may even know about you or know your name at least. Yeah, so it's like you're not a secret.
Exactly.
People that know him and people that know him know that, okay, this guy has a girlfriend that he's very serious with, or this girl has a man that she's actually very serious with. It's not that you have a boyfriend. It's like they know
without even you having to spell it out.
You don't have to be like, I have a boyfriend, guys. I have a boyfriend. You can just be like, over time, they'll just know that something's different about you, and of course, they'll know that it's a serious relationship. So therefore, if they have friends, they have family, naturally, they will have to know that there is somebody serious in your life. It's just natural. Sign number 4.
Four. Being open.
He's open.
Open.
Or she's open.
Open book. And that's very, very, very important, because I know nowadays, in this day and age, there is this sense of individuality within relationship of boyfriends and girlfriends, or even partners, and husbands and wives as well. There's this whole thing, it's like, respect my space. Respect my space, I'll respect your space. Don't go into my phone. Don't go into my laptop without permission. Don't do this, don't do that. And there are barriers that people set to their partners or spouses in relationship, and that's absolutely wrong. In this case, it could be as very simple as having the password to your partner's phone. Do you know what I mean? Reading text messages. Even being comfortable enough to tell your partner to send a text message to someone else for yourself. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people on social media, you see them going crazy. Crazy. It's a skit nowadays, you know what I mean? I remember I saw this guy, he literally walked out of a hospital, like, with the hospital gown on. His bum all showing, desperately running out because his girlfriend took his phone, and he was ill. Do you know what I mean? It's like people go into extreme like measures to make sure that the partners don't see the contents on their phone. And if he is indeed open with you, you know that, okay, you know what, there is a level or a higher level of trust there.
I also have something, because I say this part because this part actually rings many bells with me in being open. I remember when we started dating, you were so open. It was unbelievable. He was like an open book. Like, he just laid everything on the table. Even things that I didn't want to know, even things I didn't ask, he would just tell me. And it made me feel like, okay, this guy is actually serious about
I did it purposely.
Getting this relationship. We'll get to that, love.
I did it purposely.
It made me feel like, okay, this guy's actually serious about me in this relationship, because I will admit, I am not the most open person ever. Never. I'm a mystery. I'm a mystery and a question mark. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so I think you know that. You saw that I wasn't very like open, and I'm not going to lay all my cards on the table. You know, I'm going to keep my cards to myself until I feel comfortable enough to lay them out on the table.
I feel like as a guy, it's your responsibility to kind of like to suss it out from early, and especially it depends. Everyone has different backgrounds and different experiences, especially from past relationships as well. And with all of those information, you do know how to approach, you know, like the person you're speaking to or you're interested in. In this case, I knew, of course, the best approach would be to lead by example. Hence why I was very open from the beginning. And it worked to our advantage.
It did. It really did, because it made me trust him. And like I said, it made me feel comfortable enough to open myself up to him. And I feel as though, you know, nowadays you don't want to be silly and expose yourself and start saying embarrassing stuff. No one's saying that. No one's telling you to be farting on your first date. However,
go for it.
No. However, don't be secretive to the point where your partner doesn't even know your childhood, or you know, they don't know when you had your first job, or you know, they need to know things about you. That's how you grow in a relationship. That's how you actually feel you know the person, or you're getting to know the person.
Indeed.
And you can only get that.
Indeed, if he is open with you, that's, you know, a strong enough point that, you know what,
very strong.
He is interested in, you know, like seeing it further and stuff like that.
Definitely.
So point number 5, it is loyalty. This is very, very important. Very important. It is loyalty between yourself and this girl or this boy, and vice versa, whichever way you roll. So it is about loyalty, and this is very important to us because
very important.
When we first started dating, we had different tactics and different approach to our lives. You know what I mean? Because we knew it was about the both of us, so we wanted to deal with it the best way that we could deal with it.
Definitely.
We have a particular set of friends and network around us that sometimes could get very, very, what's the word?
I don't know.
Intrusive. Very, very intrusive. With questions, with this, with that. Assumptions, and so on and so forth.
With just wanting to, you know, try and find out what's going on.
Exactly. So what we decided to do at the time was to keep our dealings between literally just...
Dealings? Why dealings? It sounds
our
so
relationship.
Weird.
Because we're drug dealers. We decided to keep our relationship between the both of us.
So you want to elaborate on that? I mean, you will know from past videos... What was it? Long distance relationship. This comes into play.
Exactly.
However, so basically, when we started dating, it was just basically me, you, only us two that knew about it, and we kept it that way for for how long? Like,
oh no, us dating, we kept it for I think about 2 months or so.
Yeah,
we kept it for 2 months. We didn't tell no one about it.
So
we went
nobody
out
knew
in the open, in the public about it.
No.
Until later on, we then told friends and so on
family.
and so forth. And it's so funny because on the very same day, I remember getting a phone call, and the phone was like, hey, yo, Corey, what's going on? And I was there on the other side. Yeah, what's going on, bro? You okay? Yeah, man, yeah. Listen, hey, look, you know I'm your boy, right? You know I'm your boy. I heard, that you're with, with Susan. Yeah, that's right, man. I'm with Susan. Hey, you know I got your back, yeah? So, like, basically, I heard, or I thought, he said I thought she used to like so-and-so. And I was like, yeah, bro, don't worry, man. I've had that discussion with her already. Don't worry about it. Thanks for looking out for me. It's fine. It's cool. I know you've got my back, but believe me, it was just all a silly rumor. I've taken my time to do my investigation, spoken to her, so on and so forth. And bottom line is, we took our time to clear out every single thing. So when we go out there in the public to face the public, our friends, it was for real. It was for real. I mean, it was for real. When we go out to see our friends, when we go out to see our friends, any question thrown at us, we can just answer it back to back, sort of thing. So
I remember,
we're not questioning each other.
Yeah.
With that, I'm questioning you if you come to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So I remember. So obviously we were in a long distance relationship. I was at uni. You were here in London, and when I would come to London, just to see you or to have in holidays or whatever, and there'll be times when some people will be like, oh, do you know what Corey's been up to since you've been away? I saw Corey doing this, and he's hanging.
Wait, no, you've got to explain about Corey doing this.
Oh,
you have to explain.
Something like I saw Corey being a bit, flirtatious around so and so, and da 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 da, and I was just like, oh really? Oh cool. Oh nice. Thanks for telling me. And it would be a thing where when I saw Corey again, I wouldn't even be interrogating him. Oh Corey, so and so said you were flirting with this person. It was just I didn't even need to bring it up, and even when I did bring it up, it was a joke. It was guess what so and so said, you were flirting with this person, and we would just laugh about it. It was actually banter, that all these things that they would bring to us to try and say or to try and cause confusion. It never caused confusion.
And I tell you what, guys. I don't want you guys to get the wrong end of the stick and think that people were purposely trying to cause confusion or whatever between the both of us. No, it was the fact that we did get a lot of positive. A lot of positivity, should I say, when we were dating or when we came out as well. But of course, we're talking about, we're putting emphasis on the negative. Yeah. And I'm sorry, that's what. Do you know what I mean? That's what we're talking about right now.
And we're saying in a sense of, if you've had that loyalty from day one and you've had the time to get to know this person and, that person has your back and you have that person's back, regardless of what people say around you or regardless of what they try and bring to you.
Or regardless of what you go through.
Yeah, you're always going to be okay.
Exactly.
Because
you know what? Even on top of that, all right? I remember I've got a friend who, and this has got nothing to even do with, just only relationships. Yeah. Because they didn't actually take the time to build this loyalty between each other. I remember he lost his job. And the way she then started questioning him, questioning the relationship, questioning where they're going and so on and so forth. And that's also a part of loyalty as well. And it goes to show that she wasn't actually loyal to him to that extent. Even though I understand, yes, you've got to, be mindful of yourself and also think, of the future in all circumstances. But the way and the approach that she took gave a very, very strong message that, you know what, she's not loyal to him. She's only loyal to that
when things are
circumstance,
good.
when things are good.
So you can tell a lot by how loyal someone is by when you go through hardships. Yeah. Because if they're quick to just be like, whoa, I didn't sign up for this.
Exactly.
What do you mean? Then you know for a fact that maybe 4 or 5 years down the line,
they ain't
gonna be there for you.
They ain't gonna be there. So guys, there you have it right there.
5 signs to tell if he or she is committed to you.
Or wants to be committed to you.
Yeah.
And without further ado, have you actually subscribed?
Yeah.
Have you?
Have you given this video a thumbs up?
Have you really? Question. Anyways, guys, we're going to leave you right now because we got things to do.
So, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like, comment,
and subscribe.
And we will see you in the next one.
Peace.
Sign number 4 is...
Oh, is it? Open.
Babe, read the sign.
It's open. I don't have my glasses on. That's
okay.
I'm struggling.
Hey.
I am here. Hey, bruh.
Bele.
Struggling to see what we're written down.
Okay, but... 1, go.
Oh, what's happening, people?
Hi, guys. No, we didn't do it at the same time. You were too fast. 3, 2.
What's going to off my glasses?
You're going too quick. Relax, yeah? 3, 2, 1, go.
Happening, people.
Oh my god!